was a sea change in Blackpool and TVR at the time, Peter Wheeler took over the company and out went the wedges and in came the smooth lines of this, the beautiful Griffith. The prototype was introduced in 1990 and 2 years later the first car rolled off the production lines.
Visually, the Griffith brought TVR kicking and screaming into the 90s. Out went the sharp, angular lines of the 80s and in came the smoothness of the 90s. But although the car looked more pleasing to the eye, underneath it was still as aggressive and hungry as ever.
Performance? Well, that was seat wetting. At launch, it came with a 4 litre 240 brake engine, then a 4.3 litre 280 brake horsepower engine. The 4.3 would go from 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. It was faster than a Ferrari Testarossa. Not bad for something built by the sea.
In total, the Griffith was a huge success for TVR, the last evolution coming in 1993 with the launch of the 340 brake Griffith 500. But despite its relatively short life, the car had brought TVR back into the limelight and set the shape of the company's future.
Now, I can't think of any car that offers as many thrills per pound as the TVR, and because of the Griffith's success, there are lots of them around. But like any specialist sports car, there are things you need to look out for. So, here's Ian again with our lowdown on buying a used Griffith.
The Griffith's success is as much down to its performance as well as its affordability. If you are considering becoming a member of the Specialist Sports Car Club for the first time, what are the things you should be looking out for on a second-hand Griffith?
If you're thinking of purchasing a Griffith second-hand, there's a number of things you've got to watch out for. The first is the interior. Make sure the car's not a leaker. And by that, go into the car, feel for damp patches, and if there's a musty smell, then it's going to be a poor purchase. The car will have leaked and it'll have water in it. The second thing to look out for is start the car up and look at the exhaust smoke. It should be clean with no black smoke and no oil in it. That's a good sign that the engine's in good condition. Oil pressure should be about 30 to 40 psi and when the engine's revving, and about 10 psi at tick over. Another tip on the engine is leave the engine running. Make sure both cooling fans come on. If they don't, then there's a problem with the cooling system.
The Griffith is without doubt one of the most popular TVRs, so there are plenty of models around. However, we would recommend the later models as they were fitted with new engines and gearboxes. In terms of prices, well, you can expect to pay just under £13,000 for a 1994 model or £15,500 for a 1997 Griffith.
I paid £15,000. Brand new, they're about £38,000. It's not that expensive to run at all. It's probably cost me about £500 this year, and that was for a 60,000 mile service at the factory.